amateur, se te olvida que yo inventé el juego. Me das risa con tu postureo, pero muero por verte intentar. Baby, bórrame esa story, esto es super boring. Sorry, eres super, super boring. Soy superhero, nada que hacer contigo. Soy superhero, soy superhero. Soy superhero.
Hello, I'm Jeremy, Service Manager of VIP in West Lebanon, New Hampshire. When a customer comes into VIP, it's an experience starting with walking the customers out to the car, getting all the information, getting feedback from the customer, kind of feeling the customer out on how their driving conditions are, how it may affect their car, or maintenance interval schedules that may be coming up, alerting any safety concerns, just creating that transparency with the customer. To VIP, a certified automotive professional means somebody VIP can rely on to get the job done right the first time, creating a comeback or a lifetime of customers in the future. My favorite part of the job, really seeing a customer genuinely smile when the service that they get done is completed the right way at a fair price. You just earned an automotive customer for life.
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Jason here at Signature Esports, and a pleasure just to have you here live and in charge for a whole lot of fun. It's been a week, and now we're back at it. My Three Sons Vintage and Antiques Cup Series here for the Chop Shop Racing Series, giving us a good look at Talladega Super Speedway. The playoffs begin with a huge race where anything can happen, anybody can win. And it's pretty much going to be about who's your best friend out there today, at least into that last lap. If you remember last week at the with the Xfinity Series, it was quite the race. That's for darn sure. Now we're looking at where the driver's going to be able to position themselves to be in the best spot possible, especially going into a race like today. Talladega can be. Now it can be anybody's ball game, and it's gonna be a whole lot of fun. We were streaming at 1440. I had to go back down to 1080 until I can get my monitor worked out. There's something going on with it that's making it not sync up with OBS, and just a few encoder issues. And so I've been kind of battling that with testing things and all that stuff. So back to 1080 for today, and probably tomorrow. This week I'm going to be working on getting the rest of that taken care of. It's going to be a good thing. Speaking of Chop Shop Racing, we have their Xfinity Series playoff race tomorrow as well. And then on Tuesday, the Truck Series comes back in action again. Looking forward to seeing that. It's going to be a great race to kick off the season. So their third season going on here. So make sure you check that out on Tuesday. It's going to be the same time, 8:15 Eastern. Appreciate the like, Mr. Dudley. I appreciate everybody being out there. All the alerts and all of my things that are out there have kind of changed. So if you're seeing some hello from Bama, good to see you, Mr. Dudley. So the old alerts, I have to resync some things when it comes to rebuilding the alerts. So the alerts are going to look a little different today as well. Some of the chat boxes are going to look different. So, but I do see it. Thank you very much to everybody out there. Like, follow, subscribe for all of it. If you're watching, thank you, James. Appreciate you. He is out there on the rig. Any thoughts out there? Please be safe. Of course, the Mandaruda Racing Man first, official fan of Signature Esports, and it's been just like you folks. He's been detriment to what we do, and awesome. Great dude. Great guy. I love it. Appreciate it. Drivers out there running a few extra laps, testing some boundaries, kind of figuring out where they need to be. But you're here for some playoff racing. Well, that's what's going to happen today. Let's take a look at the points. Maybe. Send all of that over. Maybe. It's working. Possibly. It's not working. Hey, man. All right, well, we'll do it the old-fashioned way. There's 2 championships going on. I put all those points in. It's crazy that it's not showing up. So I do apologize about that, folks. Put them in. I promise I put them in. Sometimes things work right. Sometimes things do not. So, right now, current points leader is going to be Nathan Alul. Nathan Alul Came into today's race with 6 wins on the season, winning the Cup Series regular season championship. Has really stepped up his game when it comes to figuring out what these cars are going to be doing, where they're going to be, and kind of how the I don't know. It's a different race when Nathan's out there. But again, this is Talladega. Anything can happen. The race line is dependent on the airflow and kind of where everything is. So here's the points right here. I'm gonna have to move them because I had to put it into the system. So Nathan Alul, again, your points leader, comes in today's race with a kind of a commanding lead, similar to what we see out of Andrew Payne in the Xfinity Series. Has a 21-point lead over Nathan Biggert, who has 2 wins in the series. Cam Dario 3,006 points after the reset, and the playoff points getting in here with a win. 7 different winners in the Cup Series, which is kind of unheard of. Kind of one of those things that you have to kind of take in consideration that this series is really kind of leveled a playing field when it comes to who wins, who doesn't, and what drivers can do. Robert Dudley right there on the cutoff line with Mark O'Dell right behind him. Caffrey, Monzaleski, Redkit looking for points today if they can get into that and do what they need to do. I'm gonna show you the Best of the Rest championship. It's another championship that they do. They give everybody an opportunity to continue to race, which is really cool. It's one of probably the most unique aspects of the series. And me kind of position things. I do apologize about having to do this on the fly. John Hammond, current points leader, and that was 1 point over the rest of the field. Burt, Church, Culver, Dove, Perry, Parsons, Rayburn, all right there. Stefan Salas out basically by just the race participation by on that 1,000 points. So, or alphabetically, however you want to put it. Tonight will be different though. We'll see how these things shake up. I'm looking forward to see what the playoffs do for this series. And I like playoff racing. That's probably one of the best things about what these leagues do in iRacing is that they have a tendency to try to structure the playoff system to give everybody a good fair shot and a good opportunity to get out there and have a little bit of fun, chase the dream to have the next championship under their belts. So we'll see how they do. Highlight for qualifying on the first lap. A lot of drivers will utilize that, carry speed, drop down to the bottom, and begin that first lap of qualifying. Usually on the super speedways, that first lap is the most important lap. It is usually the lap that does have have all of the speed. The second lap, kind of that cool down lap that you see. So it can be very, very, very dependent on how you run. But hey, if you have a terrible first lap, you get an opportunity to have that second one kind of stick in. Race controller tonight, I believe, is going to be it's usually for Halva, so hopefully he's going to be out there having some fun. My3-Sons.com is going to be your sponsor here for today's race, folks. And if you haven't checked out Sherry's stuff, you need to go to her website, my3-Sons.com. You can also go to 818 North Woodworth Avenue in Tacoma, Washington. Go pay her a visit Monday through Friday. She is an absolute gem, and everything that she does out there helps provide herself with a nice second living. But check out her website. I know a lot of folks that watch are all over the world, so if you haven't done so, go to my3-Sons.com. Get that traffic up. Make sure that you see what she's doing out there. If you have any questions with her, please get a hold of her at sherylculver at my3-Sons.com. Of course, you can always give her a phone call. The best thing about Sherry is that her son drives in here too. There he is. There's Culver. He's driving a little Tide machine today. Out there on Twitch, folks, if you were out there watching on Twitch, a chance for you to donate to Mission 22. That is our charity that we are going to be focusing on until our goal of $2,000 is met. Make sure that you do that. You can you're donating directly to them. I don't ever see a dime, so make sure that you get out there and hit where the supportive button is, or where you would subscribe. You get out there and you can change that from subscribe to donate to charity. and do that. Twitch.tv/Signature Esports. SiggySports.com merch shop is going through a transition right now. We're putting up all the updated products with the product guides and stuff like that we have coming up for our t-shirt, stickers, and gaming game pads and some other stuff. Working on a new affiliate ship as well with a gaming chair. Is why not? Because we all need gaming chairs in our lives if we're going to be sitting here for hours upon hours doing what we do and trying to enjoy that. Yeah, it's been a great season. This has been what is this, week 16, week 17? It's been a I would say a long schedule because this is one of the kind of like the standard race season. What do you folks think is the appropriate race season for an iRacing league out there? I've seen leagues run full race schedules. I've seen leagues run 10 race schedules. It just kind of depends on that inclination and that feeling and what folks try to do. Let's see. Dudley gave us a like. Striker gave us a like. Van Ness gave us a like. Of course, Mr. Mandarood out there giving us a like, cheers, and all that stuff out there. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Thank you for following out there as well. Much love to you. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day. Let's go over your starting grid here. This is kind of getting to that point, that important nature of what we have going on. John, thank you for the like, sir. I appreciate you. Striker's going to be your pole sitter today, as Caffrey's going to be the outside pole sitter. Robert Dudley, Pat Green will make up row number 2. Mark Redkin, Nathan Bigger to be row 3. Nathan DeLua, Colby Hartung, row 4. SherylCulver, Jason Day is going to make up row number 5. Jeremiah Burke, Stefan Salas will make up row number 6. Row 7 will be Wesley Straightcam Dario. Chris Roberts in row 8 with Devin Asuna to his outside. Brad Dove, Robert Ham. They get up to the tail end of the field here as drivers get ready to lock and load. How was everybody's day? How is everybody? John, are you working? Didn't call your name. John, are you working? No, sir, don't work. There's a look at it. Talladega is massive. Sorry, I'm moving some stuff around, clicking some buttons. It is massive. 2.65 miles in length. Track temperature, it's a balmy 121. You know, it's because it's Talladega. Talladega, Alabama. 85 laps today. 25, 50 are going to be the two stages. Do not stop for stages, but the fuel cycle, the fuel window, I believe was getting around that 38, 39 mark for most of the drivers. So they will have to come to pit road a couple of times here. I know that the truck series runs, I think it's pretty close to 35 laps before it kind of knocks out. The big thing about here is the fuel. Big fuel. Iowa tomorrow for the Xfinity Series. It's going to be the second playoff race. They're going to have a ton of fun. I like Iowa. I think it's a great racetrack. I think more leagues should run Iowa as well. But Talladega tonight, cloudy skies, 19% humidity, 3-mile-an-hour wind. Shouldn't feel all that much. These cars get really snappy, so I think that's going to be the big factor here, where these cars end up lining up on the race line, and where drivers are going to be able to try to push into the corner. Striker, as your pole sitter here, ready to rock and roll. Admin Boxx giving you countdown to green here. 77 on the outside. Talladega. It's about to get interesting. As I just love this track. Not only do I love this track, I think there's a great combination of race cars on every version of this track. Even the Delaris. I've seen Delaris get out here and run. I've seen as crazy as it seems, I have seen the touring mods get out here and run a few laps. The big dang old track, and they don't, they only side draft they only drafted like 135. But 35 miles an hour. It's a long race line, or a long lap, but it is interesting. Talladega, ready to go. Big special thank you to everybody out there. B&B Music, Admin Boxx, Track Racer, giving you all the action today for the Chop Shop Racing Series. My True Dash Sons Cup Series, right here, Signature Esports, your platform for sim racing and gaming. Entertainment, live on all 3 platforms: Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. And here are the biggest pythons in all of iRacing. Right here at the Geico Restart Zone. Fred, the Barney Flagman. They call him Barney in iRacing. I call him Fred. So he's been deemed Fred the Barney Flagman from myself over here. I mean, even NASCAR calls him Barney, which is kind of cool to be able to hear that. Start restart zone, long straightaway again. Remember about the start finish line here. The start finish line past pit road exit. So this is always a battle to get out of the tri-oval and go green. Flag racing green for the playoffs. Right here, Chop Shop Racing Series, fanning out. Driver soaking in, lap 1 complete as we're seeing some single file racing. A little swing for Cam area there. Big momentum changes. These cars are all about where you can put your nose. And these are fortunate times. Right now 19 to the outside of the 8. 19 can slide in. 8 goes to the outside. Striker out front. A little different scenario here with the 18 drivers in the field. Mark Redkin and Taylor, I think he's going to be out of the race. It looks like he might have had some connection issues, something going on there, but he did connect. As the Chop Shop Racing Series gets rolling, 88, 49, 77. The top 3 drivers going to have to work together for a little while here, and I know that it's easy to get impatient at a super speedway, but hey. The aggressive nature always in there. There's Colby Hartung and the Pepto-Bismol. 23. I mean, hey, it is Talladega. That right there might actually be exactly what you're thinking about. 8 of Nathan Lewis brings up the tail end of this little line. Right behind Nathan Biggert. Tries to help that outside line work a little bit faster as Jerry Culver with the 31 of Stefan Salas behind. 43 of Devin Asuda is going to have Jeremiah Burke behind him. This field ready to go. And the best pusher in the racetrack, on the racetrack, sitting back here behind Wesley Strait. I am not used to seeing Chris be this patient in a super speedway. One of the best pushers that we can see. Knows how to put that Ford right where he needs to be. And right now, you've seen a lot of movement out of the 73 of Jeremiah Burke from the Roush Fenway Kozlowski paint scheme here. How about Darlington this week? Throwback week for the drivers. Cam Dario runs a fast lap of the race. There's a 49.53. Dudley goes to the outside. Outside line is a lot faster here than what you're used to seeing for a lot of the racetracks. And that has kind of been the way that these cars have been designed. They've kind of equalized themselves. Dudley commits to the bottom side as he tries to control the race line, pulls the 88, 52 up high. 52 are going to run here and go to the outside, so will the 8. 49 committed, 52 and 8 tag team in this one as the Chevys go to work. Right now, Striker there to the inside. It's going to be 3 wide coming out of the tri-oval area as the 49 went to go to work. And it's going to lose all the ground and all that momentum. So Striker back to 5th as Mark Redkin into pit road now. Going to be able to get out here and run a few laps. 5 of 85. Anything can happen. So he might be able to make up some of that ground. 3 to the outside. Whoa, 8 in the wall. That's not what you want out of that car. You want to be able to make sure you keep it clean. And right now, a little right side damage for the 8. That should not be that big of a deal as the Cup Series continues to run here for the drivers. I need to shorten some things down on the screen time gap. No. Eight to the inside. Nathan a little to the front now as the super speedway kind of runs. Nathan needs some teammates here today. Kind of one of those not necessarily awkward situations that you don't want to see, because as the points leader going into the series, you don't want to find yourself getting wrecked out early. And I didn't see any fast repairs in the race information, so we want to make sure that we always keep that up. That timing board is just, there we go. It's going a little fast there. Next of 85 being completed. We'll let him have at it here and see what happens. Little gyro cam coming at you. Jason Day on board that driver. Jason Day, one of the Canadians out here. Chris Roberts is going to be in 12th, now moving back up the field here, but has to start pushing these drivers. They are losing that pack very quickly. They're about 4.5 seconds back. And sometimes when you take all, or you try to be that patient, you end up losing the pack. You don't want to lose that draft. That draft is most important. Right now, there's a 73. Big push from the 89 coming out of the corner. These two maybe get a little tighter if they're going to do anything. Roberts needs to be up in that bubble. Needs to be up right behind the 89 to make this work for these three Fords. These three Fords going to work right now. Chevys lead the top 4 and the top 5. Sorry, Dudley's going to be there in that 5 spot, 6 spot, trying to work the outside. 77, 8 side by side for the lead here as the wind tunnel goes to work. Your drivers looking as such. Oh, they're going. No caution. Drivers having to reassume. A lot of things happening there. Caution's going to come out now as we have to go back and see what happened. First caution of the race coming out on lap 8. Kind of happened on the outside. They do have one fast repair, but this is not the time you want to be using the fast repair. Here's a look at what happened. There's a 52 behind. 8, 77. 8 gets to the back bumper of the 77. Just turns him. Little net code gets into the 90. 23 comes down. 52 plows the 23. And man, oh man. There's a 90 of Pat Green getting soaked up into that. A long time for that to happen. 8 of Cam Dario bringing that one out. Net code kind of made that worse than what it should have been. He gave a hard bump to Caffrey there, and the net code between Caffrey and Pat Green really did that. Striker's going to be your race leader. Again, stage is going to end on lap 25. Mom, dude, what do you say, man? Good to see you out there, sir. Much love to you. Work it, man, John. I hate to see that you have to work on race day. I mean, but you got to make that money. I heard you were sick too, man. I hope you feel better. My 3 having a real crappy day. You need a great race. Well, I tell you what, Sherry, I think you're amazing, and we were talking about that earlier. So I hope your day is better. I hope it's an amazing day. I hope that you really put a big smile on your face and you go back to it, because you are awesome. All right, drivers coming to pit road. Fuel for the 88 as they get ready to come out of pit road. Good to see you all. Thank you very much to everybody out there, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. If you haven't done so, reach up, hit that like button for me. It goes a long way. If you haven't followed, it is a free way to support the stream. A lot of folks get out there and they you can get out there and you can find different ways to support, by liking, or not just liking or following, but there's supporter buttons and stuff like that. But the best and the easiest and the free way to do this is to get yourself that big old thumbs up button on all the platforms. You can react on Twitch now as well, which is really cool. Also, if you haven't done so, just do your thing. Do your thing, folks. Do your thing. Elder Heart Incorporated, aka Mission 22, is the big old charity that we have on Twitch. That is the charitable organization that we do for that we are focusing on. We hit our goal of excuse me. We hit our goal for St. Jude. So thank you very much to everybody out there that was a part of that. I appreciate you. You're amazing. Mission 22 is a fantastic organization. It provides support to veterans and their families who need it the most, and they provide it right now through a comprehensive approach of outreach, events, and programs. They are promoting long-term wellness and sustainable growth to our men and women of service out there. They have served over 5,890 veterans, and they have raised over $13 million and sending that into programs. They do have volunteers and ambassadors out there. Our veteran nonprofit program offer programs to veterans at no cost and their families, so that which is amazing. So everything that they raise goes directly into the program to be able to put on events to help our veterans cope with everything, with life. I mean, the transition from military life into civilian life, regardless of deployment, regardless of anything, it is very difficult, and that 22-second mark is the 22-minute mark of every day is awful. It's awful. That's why they call it hashtag 22 a day. 22 veterans a day lose their battle to post-traumatic stress on American oil. That's one veteran every 65 minutes. And that's what Mission 22 is here to help prevent. Please check them out. And please, regardless if you do it with me, support that cause. They're amazing. We're going to go back to green flag racing. 3 caution laps under pace as they get ready to look at this again. How is everybody doing? Hope you like it. I know the stream probably looks different, folks. It's because we are I'm a work in progress. I've 3 years of doing this, and if you think that you've figured everything out as far as streaming, sometimes you even as today, I learn new things each and every week of doing this. But I'm constantly trying to improve the stream quality, trying to reinvest back into the stream, to be able to have the proper graphics cards, have the right CPU, have the right monitors to be able to stream things in specific at specific resolutions. Just awesome things. Straight, Culver, D'Souza, Salas, Dudley. It's going to be your top 5. Strickland, Biggert, Roberts, Burke, Dove, green flag. On board on the outside of Roberts as Wesley Straight got a huge jump there. Everybody went to the outside. He's got no help. Roberts ready to go down. There's Dudley to the inside. 31 to the outside. Salas kind of getting left here. Mark Redkin back here trying to get another lap back. He's 3 laps down. Wesley Straight got too big of a lead, and that's exactly what happens when you get too big of a lead. 49 didn't commit to the bottom side, and that's what happens. And now we're fanned out side-by-side racing drivers on the bottom of the racetrack. 7 to the bottom side. There's the 88 down there as well. Drivers trying to reassume the lead here. That was a weird restart. These drivers all over the place. Look at this. They're like the only drivers running in a pack right now are these drivers. Everybody else is going to have to fan out. Mark Redkin. I'm sorry, not Mark Redkin. Brad Dove in the 25 there. Working on it. Green way in the back. Look how far there's Chris Roberts, who's your race leader. Here's Pat Green. Mark Redkin back here, bringing up the tail of the field. Losing the draft here. Needs to get himself caught back up. It's going to be unable to do so. Now that second pack is reorganized here. Roberts in this little 4-pack, if they can keep tight, they can try to start pulling away. Here's Cam Dario leading that second pack. Nobody's really... It's a little more chaotic for a smaller field like this. For 18 drivers, it just seems like this is almost too chaotic for what it's worth. Robert Ham and the 90 right here trying to work together. Colby Hartung going to be right here with Nathan Alul. And, they take your time. The Bears looking for some playoff points. Brad Dove's going to be in second, straight in third as they work down the field. Time to hydrate, folks. If you haven't done so, make sure you do. Grab yourself a nice cold water, a nice cold beverage, whatever you got to do. If you're in your man cave or your she shed, whatever they call it, your lady cave, by all means, get yourself that. I'm going to take a vocal break. We'll be right back. Holy cow, it's eating up. about it now. 3 wide as Robert's under fire. Has Stryker behind him. Cam Dario back to the inside. Drivers working back together here. "20 laps in. Good chase going on for the drivers on the high side. Stryker committing with the 98. Robert's to the bottom. Stryker drags Stryker with him. Whoa. Jeremiah Burke on the high side. It's a little dicey right there. Ooh, in and out for me. Wesley Straight there in the mix as well. Right there at the 89. Was there shoving Roberts for a moment. Stryker right behind. Chris Roberts is going forward. The cockpit view of Strickland here. 21 of 85 being completed. Probably into pit road here. Leaving pit road as well. So would be your lucky dog in this situation if the caution were to come out. These cars are such momentum cars that it takes a moment. Stefan Salas right here. Even like he is, I don't know if he's under horsepower. This pack right here, losing a ton of ground, almost 10 seconds now. As Caffrey tries to pull them together. Nathan Rule, Colby Hartung right here in tow with these drivers. Here's your speed. 185 miles an hour as they go to the outside. Stefan, that could be the driver to be held on to for very much longer. 187. As Colby Hartung pulls that gap down. Has Nathan Rule. Devin Asuda is going to drop in behind these drivers and continue trying to move here. Good looking 43 for the Money Lion action here as the drivers continue to go to work. I think I need to make an adjustment on the size of our overlay. Because I think it is definitely changing here. There 23 of 85, Roberts. Digging in. All right, Roberts, Strickland coming around, 24 of 85. This will be your white flag lap. Lucky, thank you very much for the like. I appreciate you very much. Appreciate everybody being out there. Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, you're all amazing. I hope you're all enjoying this fine Friday evening, summertime. Kids are out of school. My oldest daughter's graduating high school this next Thursday. But today was her last day, so she isn't officially an adult. Crazy. Stage points up for grabs here. Do they settle, or does somebody try to make a push here for the lap 25 stage point? Jason Day, Cam Dario in tow. All these playoff drivers looking for extra incentive here. Stage points kind of matter here. 88 on tap. The push with the 98. Into the tri-oval. Chris Roberts comes around. Don't think anybody's going to try to make the pass. Roberts takes stage one. Stryker in second. Day third. Dario fourth. Culver straight. Burke. Nathan Biggert. Brad Dubb. Nathan Lewell. That'll be your drivers for your stage break here. Take a clip of that for Mr. Emmond. A little easier this time. That's on the other side now. He's going to go another lap down, so he'll be 4 laps down here. Mark getting his first win last week right here at this very track in the Xfinity Series. Finds himself 4 laps down. Dudley's going to be a lap down as well. Stefan Salas on pit road, getting the car worked on here. So he'll be a lap down as well. Dudley's going to make a pass on him. Robert's out front. He's leading. Good little run they have going on here. Good looking racetrack. Got 9 cars in the front pack here. Nathan Alul and Colby Hartung 12 seconds back. And second group, 4 drivers not able to make any ground here. 7 trying to work the race line. Colby Hartung trying to get to the back bumper, and Nathan Alul here. Top 10 night for Nathan Alul. Still a good way to be able to progress into the next round. But you'd like to, he wants to be able to get out there and win at the super speedway. Getting in and out of pit road is going to be probably one of those situations that might help out later on, especially if we get a green flag pit stop in here. That'll split some things up and that'll shake some things around. So maybe a second group if there's like a 4-car pack that kind of breaks away on green flag pit stops, then quite possibly you might see this little pack right here make up some ground. Long race. Colby Hartung digs, trying to push Nathan Alul a little closer. They gained about a second this last time by. That front pack not as organized as you'd like. Stryker having to break the air here. The Bears runs the bottom of the race line, just trying to do what he can. 11.8 seconds the difference now. That's right, they closed in about a half second. And Nathan Alul, Colby Hartung catching the front pack. Caffrey doing a great job. Caffrey is trying to maintain that gap. He's trying to keep himself within that kind of striking distance here. And I mean right in that race line. And they are running kind of an oblong egg-shaped race line. You see Nathan Alul trying to drift up the track a little bit to run into the corner, run down. They're not running the bottom side of the race line here in the corner, which is actually going to hurt their time a little bit. You see that tenth of a second kind of pull off. So now they're back to that 12-second mark. Nathan Alul gets a big push from the 23 out. Nathan has to hold on to that bottom side of that racetrack, and they're going to have to really tighten it up on the straightaways into the corners. Cockpit from Caffrey. That's right. That's the nose box. Cockpit from Caffrey. They're having to move around a lot, which is kind of breaking up that draft a little bit faster, but I mean, you see Caffrey having to work the wheel here to stay behind one of these drivers. Nathan Alul kind of all over the place here. Normally you see that front driver stick to a line and try to be predictable. I think the only reason why they're gaining is because there's a lot of separation between the front 3 cars. I mean, Stryker not really up on the back bumper of the 98 here. Trying to maintain, save a little bit of fuel, trying to make this a race that gets him one more stop. Not impossible, a bump from Stryker as he gets to the back of Roberts, gets him into the corner here. Roberts trying to hold down to the bottom side of the race line too. Roberts up on the high side. You see Al Stryker can utilize that bottom race line here to pull Roberts back to him. Roberts runs a little bit higher. He can pull Roberts back and basically get right back to the back bumper. So he stays a little bit lower on the race line. And he's going to sit up the corner to be on him on 1 and 2. Out of 2, he should be tighter. Culver to the outside of Jason Day here. Cam Dario trying to push. On the outside line. Here's where the outside line is getting a little bit aggressive here. This creates this wind tunnel that is actually allowing the 7 of the 23 to play catch up here. Two of the higher I-rated drivers in the field stuck back in 10th. The Bears leads to Strickland. Strickland staying just under a 10th away from the 98. 13 to Jerry Culver's going to slide nowhere. As Mark Redkin 4 laps down, hugs the outside line, just try to ride around here for a little bit. 33 of 85. Jason Day trying to give some room to these drivers as Wesley Straight over the back bumper to the 52. 73 of Jeremiah Burke right behind him as well. As Culver tries to side draft his way to the front. And Dario trying to look in front of him here. 13 right next to the 52 is going to pull that air right off of him, create that wind tunnel effect. Not really going anywhere, kind of stalled out. 8 trying to push the 13 here. You know who you're pushing. As the 8 trying to be aggressive on this race line. And Dario in the playoffs for the series. Coming down all the way to the final race of the season. Wesley Straight backing off here, trying to get himself. He's gonna give way to stay behind these drivers. I can understand why. Look and see what's going on with these drivers right in front of him. He says, this is kind of getting a little dicey. It's a little messy here. Gonna make some ground happen. Not necessarily need to. There's 2 drivers right in front of him. A little off the pace, a little off the speed. There's Ham, has a little right side damage. There's Green and right behind him trying to help him out. I think they need to switch positions here if they're going to be able to do anything. That right front damage, good for pushing. As Robert Ham of the 69 going to go high here. Stefan Salas in front of him. The Bears carrying the pace here. As the drivers break off. Cam Dario backing out of the corner here. 19. And Nathan Biggert right there in front of him. Or right behind him. Sorry. 13 to the outside. 76 there with him. And he has a chance for a win here as well. Anybody can win at a super speedway. It's all about having that patience. And right now, Cam Dario trying to get a run here on the straightaway. You might see him pop out to the outside. Big run coming. Not one to sit in the line. Biggert goes with him. It's because you have a run doesn't mean you need to use it right now. Some lap traffic up high. They're going to go 3 wide here. 69, 90. Trying to run the corner. 3 wide as a couple of drivers go lap down. As Stryker and Roberge go to work. Strickland doing a great job of keeping Roberge right where he needs him. But he's got a lot of separation here. And on the straightaway, that outside line's going to have a huge run. Cam Dario with a run to the outside. Jason Day stuck in the hornet's nest. The Bears, Cam down to touch the 88. Trying to run close to that second seam. The tires just below that white hash mark here. As Roberge needs Strickland to get closer here. He's going to try to maintain the lead. 8 to the outside. Dario's going to lead now. As that inside line is just falling apart. They're more tightly compact and there's just no speed. Cam pulling the 19, 76, 13 with him. The 8 out front. The Bears trying to hold on, and now in dirty air. Strickland lost the inside groove, and that top 4 pack, those 4 drivers right there, they just ran away from Roberge. Roberge back to the outside. Culver to the inside. Mark Rudkin, a lap down car. 19 and Nathan Biggert right there as well. Cam Dario gives up the outside line. Nathan Biggert to the inside. Robert Stryker going back to work. As just like that, Strickland gets right there. Good push by Mike as the 88 makes it happen. Wrong button. I'm sure Robert had his hand out his window saying, "Come on, push me." Dario back to 4th. As Jason Day, Jeremiah Burke roll the outside lane. And Strickland back to work, 40 of 85. 10 laps to go. This time by for the stage 2. They are a Flying V in the movie. Checking on Nathan Alul and company back here. This is 6-car pack. Picks up Stefan Salas here. Closing in about a second and a half. They're 10.2 back and still trying to work on it. 89 of Wesley Straight back here with the drivers as well. Wesley was up in the front pack. Falls all the way back here to work with his teammate. Jason Day to the inside, trying to lead a lap. As Stryker goes back to work again. Jason Day had enough room there to be able to pop down in front of the 8. He's kind of tired of riding, I guess. 41 of 85, not quite halfway through it. As Roberge and Strickland work the outside lane. Going to pull the 73 of Jeremiah Burke with him. Second lane working for Stryker and Roberge. Same thing happened with Cam Dario. That outside line has been king, not just here in iRacing, but in NASCAR. Cam Dario can give an aggressive push. This place to push those on that bottom side. 13 comes to pit road this time by. Kind of came to pit road alone. Roberge drops down to Jason Day, the 2 Canadians on the bottom side. Stryker's been helping him all race long. Maybe committing to pit road soon. Strickland gets Jeremiah Burke right there with him. Redkin's going to be there on the high side as well. Roberge to control the race pace, doing a great job all race long. Only one caution for incident. 73, 3 right behind the 88. Can't get that push, can't get that shove. Drivers getting to that pit window. It's Roberge out front. My3-Suns.com, Vancouver. I'm sorry, Vancouver, Tacoma, Washington. Is where you're going to go pay her a visit. 818 North Woodworth Avenue. Go check her out. Go say hi. See what she's doing. Love Cheryl. She's amazing. She's the Caffrey of Caffrey. Right now, Cam Dario setting up Michael Strickland. They go to the outside. 76 going with. 98 rolls that middle lane. Huge run of speed coming on the outside lane. Stryker, Cam Dario trying to go to the front. Cam trying to push all race long. 98's going to lose this very easily here. Kind of surprised that he dropped down in front of Jason Day instead of staying with Strickland. As 44 of 85 being completed. So Stryker leads that lap. And the biggest game of leapfrog you'll ever see. Collins that were watching me. How's the truck race going? I haven't turned it on yet. I when I have broadcast on Friday and Saturday, I typically record it. We are at high line. Such a big run of speed. Nathan Biggert going, and Robert's back to third. No, I'm sorry, fourth now. It's Mark Redkin in tow, 73 the outside. 2 cars on the inside. Everybody utilizing that second lane. '76 to the bottom. Well, this is a stall. Redkin drops to the bottom here. Stalls out the 98 and 52. 76 goes to pit road. And now Robert's in danger of losing the draft here. Mark says, wish you were able to race topless, or they are. Some of it is just the patience and just trying to have the patience. Everybody wants to lead. And I don't know if you notice that in iRacing or in officials. I mean, in NASCAR, they run much more close, compact. You know what I mean? In iRacing, you see these spreads and these stints where these drivers kind of outstretch themselves. Right now, you got 6 cars in that front pack, 5 on the lead lap. Or I'm sorry, 6 of them on the lead lap. Redkin comes to pit road. So Nathan Alul here trying to pull the second pack together. You got Brad Dove in the mix. There's only 4 drivers here that are actually on the lead lap. Dudley off the lead lap. Jerry Culver's here off the lead lap. Drivers trying to change some things. They are closing the distance, but they were closing the distance. They were about 9.5 seconds, and now you're seeing these drivers run side by side. The worst thing you can do is run side by side if you're trying to catch a lead pack or you're trying to run fast lap times on iRacing, and it's just the way the physics work. This second pack needs to stay in a straight line and some of these drivers back here that are here can just save fuel and just hold some patience. Culver back to the outside. He needs to just stay in his spot. Stay there, run that straight line, keep this train moving forward because they're actually losing ground now. It shouldn't. That's the thing. You can run fast lap times on the bottom side as well. The issue is that on the bottom side, a lot of the inside line backs up the corner. The moment that you step outside, though, is where all that air goes. So think about these cars. It used to be that these cars were flatter on the right side of the car, and that was to help keep the downforce down. Now that they've taken the aerodynamics and made it universal on these cars, I wish I had Larry Mack's setup. The air actually pushes over the car and actually towards when it runs to the spoiler, it pushes to the outside of the race line because that's where the impact of the wall goes. It's just the centrifugal force of turning left here, and you see like Cam Dario right there stays within that relative distance to be very close to the back bumper of Strickland here, keeping this train moving forward. Alul, Dove, Hartung to pit road top. Those are the first takers of the drivers that are trying to make this on that race pace. Jerry's trying to get them to move up because it doesn't. If they see right now, Stryker's pulling away from them on the bottom. That was what was happening there. Strickland, these guys were running the bottom. Those other guys were moving all over the place. They don't need to move around, but they're coming to pit road anyway. This will rack them, stack them, do it all over again. Who's going to get the penalties? That's the big question here as everybody comes to pit road. One more taker? No more takers. As pit lane's going to be looking. Here's your race off pit road. See who comes out first. Brad Dove coming around with Colby Hartung, Nathan Alul. They're going to be trying to catch up this race pace. Some drivers are probably only going to take fuel only, and we'll see what happens. Day, the first hit is pit stall. Jeremiah Burke giving a good run, maybe some right side tires. Looks like Burke might actually beat Stryker off pit road. Did so. There's your look. Strickland coming around. He's going to be in second. Jeremiah Burke leaves pit lane in the lead. These super speedways, the outside lane, and it's all about the physics. Even in iRacing, there are physics here that do come into play. There is a quote unquote virtual wind here that actually shows the dynamic draft pattern. Stryker to the out, or not Stryker, Cam Dario to the outside as Strickland settles in behind the 73. Somebody trying to get a stage win out of here. Jeremiah Burke might do it. How about them apples? Into the trial will they go. Jeremiah Burke getting a stage win. Stryker's going to be second. Nathan Biggert third. Cam Dario fourth. Jason Day fifth. Robert sixth. As they come around here, Colby Hartung's going to be seventh. Brad Dubb eighth. Nathan Alul ninth. And Robert Dudley 10th. Now, top is faster, but it's only faster in a group. That's the thing about these super speedways, and we've watched it. We watched it all season long. We watched it with NASCAR. We've watched it with iRacing. I have continued to see the outside is only faster in a group. If you have groups running side by side. So right now, Jeremiah Burke, Strickland, Cam Dario, four drivers breaking away from the field as we get a little three-car pack here. 77. They're in 12th. He's going to be a lap down. Five drivers off the lead lap. Salas is going to be 2 laps down. Mark Redkin 4 laps down. And I don't understand how it went. They went a lap down that well, just like that. Four-car breakaway. Robert's trying to be in tow. Behind Jason Day. Big shove coming. 4 seconds the difference. Can 3 cars catch the top 4? And now, no. Colby Hartung trying to pull this little pack together. With the 7 of Nathan Lewell, Brad Dove, and the 90 of Pat Green getting things working together. If they can all just be patient enough, with 32 laps to go this next time by. Hydrate break, folks. I'll be right back with you. We're going to keep it on exciting. We'll see what happens as the drivers continue to run playoff race at Talladega. And let my big Mastiff out. She had a good putty. 59 of 85. She's big. Right now, 73 to the outside. He's got a little blink issue going on right now, so the driver's cycling back around here so that Jeremiah can get that under control. He's going to drop in low. Man, he dropped in way low here. You see the 69 of Robert Ham behind them as well. Chance for him to one of those 2 laps back if he can muster up here. Ricky, giving us a like. How you doing, Ricky? Good to see you. Let's go, Striker. Big likes, big follows out there. Thank you, folks, for all the likes. I appreciate you. All the comments. They mean the world to me. Remember, a free way to support the platform on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube is to react, like, and then follow. Share it out there to all your friends. Tell them, hey, I know somebody out here on some esports events. Talk about your favorite drivers out here. Of course, we like our iRacing. We like our Star Citizen. Invictus Week coming up here on the 19th. And that's a week from today. Now, I will be live streaming Invictus Week on Twitch for those who have not been out there watching. And then we'll create some VODs from Invictus Week for YouTube and Facebook to be able to share. But I'm going to live stream on Twitch only for Invictus Week for Star Citizen because, well, you know, it can be kind of fun and kind of entertaining, but it's not your typical race day. So we're going to be doing that again, back with Truck Series Racing. 25 laps to go, brought to you by Track Racer. TrackRacer.com, link in the description to go check them out. TrackRacer.com with a reference of Chop Shop Racing. You'll be able to get support the league and also get yourself set up with one of the best sim rigs on the market. Redefine your gaming at TrackRacer.com, TrackRacer.com, and use Chop Shop as that fun nature. Jerry Culver having an issue here. He is sideways on the back straightaway. Down to the bottom here. Something happened. Jerry Culver came around. Here's a look. I think he was coming off pit road. Tires got up. Oh, yep. Tires got up on the top, on the high line there. Put some air underneath the car. Sent him up the race line. And down to the bottom. So he's going to have probably a black flag there. 9 drivers on the lead lap. Hartung, Alul, Dove. The 3 drivers 11 seconds back. Well, Bears and Jason Day have been slowly but surely closing the pace down to Nathan Biggert, Michael Strickland, and Cam Dario here. For Jason Day riding on board. Little My Three Sons logo action there. Culver having to come to pit lane now, so he's going to serve that black flag for unsafe pit exit. Being those tires on the right side of that line. Again, these cars want to be sucked to the bottom of the racetrack, and because they do, you put any air on the bottom of that race car underneath it, it will definitely free you up, and that's exactly what happened to Jerry Culver there. And unfortunate circumstances for him. He's going to go another lap down, so he's going to be 2 laps down. Might see himself 3 laps down, depending on how long that penalty is going to be. Stefan Salas back here behind this little 5-pack. This group right here trying to make some things happen. Some of the lap down drivers trying to roll forward. 43 of Devin Asuna is going to be a lap down right here, as the 89 of Wesley Strait. Pat Green there as well, right behind Brad Dove and Nathan Alul. So we have a little 7-car pack. Actually, it's more than 7 cars. 23, 7, 25, 90, 89. Take a look here. If they can keep on a straight line, they'll be able to catch those drivers. There is 25. The 23 up high here. Rick Culver coming off pit road. Oh, 25 to the wall. 90 there. Wesley Strait, Pat Green, 23 of Hartung. All these drivers trying to work together. I don't understand what's going on here. Hartung to the bottom side. Brad Dove with him. Jerry Culver up high. Over 3 laps down. He's going to have to try to stay ahead of Stefan Salas for some points here. 3 wide back here as Nathan Lewell splits the seam. They lost 2 seconds in the course of 2 turns because I don't understand what happened there. Right now, Biggert, your race leader. Stryker's going to be in second. There's Cam Dario in third. Jeremiah Burke in fourth. 21 laps to go. These drivers, the most organized of them. Robert's just trying to get any kind of ground here. 4.3 back. The more that becomes a broken line, this little 3-car pack can do himself some justice here. They can just keep it together and just push intelligently in the corner. They'll be able to do that. Brad Dove trying to get himself around Colby Hartung is going to be able to do so. Colby trying to get with his teammates. That's exactly what he's trying to do here. 23 in the 90. Trying to work together. 13 to the middle lane. Oh, 13. That's a 76 behind. So some lap down traffic coming into play here. David Asuna 3 wide in the middle. Stefan Salas there to try to compete. 7 drops in line. But Brad Dove went to the front of that pack. Now finds himself having issues. Culver leading him around. And right now, that outside lane can be faster than these 2 drivers. There's Pat Green and Wesley Strait. Nathan O'Lewell can slide up in front of the 23. They'll be able to go places here because they are falling hard. 4 seconds, almost 5 seconds in the course of a couple of laps here. 19 laps to go. If they want any shot of this, they're going to have to organize and get faster. Pat Green there to the back bumper of the 23, trying to get to the inside quarter panel a little bit there. Colby Hartung going to side draft to 25. 7, nowhere near it. 13 runs up the race line, tries to pull the draft of Stryker here. Strickland, some heavy damage. What happened to Strickland? Stryker gets turned by Cam Dario. Cam trying to shove from the third. Oh, man. I have to go back and look at this again. So runs out of the corner here. Stefan had an issue. He had to reset. So the 8 trying to push the 88 here. And just gets into the 88. This is that common ground where you don't push you cannot push the pusher. So 73, Jeremiah Burke. Wow. That's a change of events. Now Stryker going to have to take that fast repair. He's going to be a lap down. Caffrey makes the pass on him. So I think Strickland might actually be serving a penalty here as well. Wow. 13.8 second difference now from Hartung to that front pack. Chris Roberts and Jason Day, this little 3-pack here. They're getting really close to catching that draft 2.3 back. They just need to push a little bit harder. Just a little bit more. Strickland serving a penalty here, coming off pit road. Wow, he's going to be a lap down. Nathan Biggert coming up. He's going to be 2 laps down now as they get up to speed. Cameron Dario getting to the back of the 88. No caution for that incident. I'd almost would have rather have seen a caution there. Rack him, stack him, do it again. Now the top 3 as Cameron Dario tries to go to the outside here. Got to make a pass on his own. Going to pull the 69 with him. And all that this is doing right now is allowing that second group to catch up. So Roberts and Caffrey, 1.8 in closing. speed for Roberge. Cameron Dario, 184. Nathan Biggert, 178. Cam can lead here. You don't want to be the race leader. 1 or 2 laps to go. That's for darn sure. Ooh, 69. Out there, 8 behind the 88. I wouldn't want to be right there if I was Stryker right now after what just happened, having to come in. He had to serve the penalty because of the awkward entrance getting on pit road. Now Strickland on the verge of going 2 laps down with a 19 to the outside. But in tow, Roberge. Getting to the back bumper of the 69. It's going to go to the outside. 77 to go with. Michael Caffrey, the first driver, 1 lap down here. Did a great job. And now they're 3 wide in front of him. Robert Dudley on the high side. Caffrey low. Drivers of all different lap cycles here. Trying to make some things happen. There is Robert Dudley in the 49. Nathan Biggert out front has the 73 in tow. Jeremiah Burke low in the corner. There's Chris Roberge from the bottom side. Pulls Caffrey with him. Michael Caffrey being the best pusher thus far next to Michael Strickland here. He did a phenomenal job of getting a lot of drivers to the front. And from second gets turned by the aid of Cameron Dario here. And completely changes the spectrum of that. Playoff drivers trying to get themselves. He went from second to 13th, 2 laps down. There's a fast repair in the work here, but it does bode some different issues. And now Strickland has to keep the car clean. There's the 8 of Cameron Dario. There's the 49 of Robert Dudley. 88 trying to pull the line together here on the outside lane. 88-49 trying to go places. 88 right in the middle. Here's the hornet's nest that he sees. 12 to go at the line, folks. 12 to go. Oh, they get turned. No caution. And now Stryker's day goes from bad to worse. Caffrey trying to push Roberge there. And just barely turns him to some heavy right side damage. Nathan Biggert out front. Jeremiah Burke in second. Roberge is going to be in third. Jason Day, Cam Dario, all of these drivers now dropping. As Cam might actually have a shot here on a couple of drivers. 7.5 back. He's going to pass Jason Day. Jason Day is going to come to pit road. And without a caution there, boy, this just isn't the race. Chris Roberge in a big shot from the 88 here. Day in and out of pit road. He's going to be leaving. He came in, took his fast repair. He's going to be back out here. Nathan Biggert in the 19. Jeremiah Burke. The 49 to the outside. I don't like. Why are you running side by side? Stay in line. Forgive me for saying that. There's no reason to be running on the outside lane here when you're not doing yourself any justice. 2 laps down. Don't try to go out there and pull the air off the drivers. Help those drivers move forward. Get yourself a better position because there's an opportunity for a knock-in. This Roberge behind Stryker here is going to have a chance to get to the back bumper of Strickland. Cam Dario Finds Nathan Alul closing in the distance as well. Nathan Alul in 5th as Brad Dove behind him. It's Colby Hartung in the mix as well. So this little pack of drivers I talked about earlier not staying in line. Again, this is the same situation that's happening again. They have a chance here. If they could just piece it all together, they could catch the front. They could. There's enough time here. You can close down almost 3 seconds. Jeremiah Burke blinking there, 49 behind. There's almost enough time here to do so. Chris Robert's behind. Stryker, 69, doing a great job of keeping the 98 in check. Top 3 night for Robert. A good situation, but Cameron Dario 4.4 back, trying to close in. Cameron trying to be aggressive earlier. Sometimes being aggressive is a good thing, but being aggressive can get yourself in a whole lot of trouble. Pat Green putting on the afterburners. Wesley Straight closing in. Teammates working together on the high side. Big shove down the back straightaway from the 90. They get ready to get into 3 and 4 here. There's a big leeway here for the 23. Mark Redkin leading that outside lane for a while here. Stefan Salas out of the race. He picks up one more spot, so he's going to be in 17th. 23 to the outside. Mark Redkin pull the draft of the drivers in front of him. This is where they need to be. Nathan Alul to the inside. Brad Dove goes to 7th. Nathan Biggert, 8 laps to go out front by a country mile. Cam Dario losing a ton of ground here as Colby Hartung has caught him. And right now, they're the fastest drivers on the racetrack. Jeremiah Burke not able to get the back bumper of the 19. 7 laps to go. He watched it almost 2 seconds gained there. 9.2 in closing. 23, 90, 89. Ooh, 90. Has to check up out of it. 23, he's going to drop him down. 23 there. Pulls Pat Green, 89, and Wesley Straight up. Nathan Alul to shove. Wesley Straight a lap down. Pat Green in front of him. That's his teammate. Cam Dario shoving again. As Colby Hartung will look to pull Wesley Straight. He's going to try to control this line. Cam Dario is Nathan Alul to the outside. They're going to door bang here a little bit. Cam up into the 7. Trying to run that higher line. Trying to apply some pressure here. Cam has lost a ton of ground here. Those teammates were working very well together, but it kind of got all shaken up when all this kind of almost like tragic way of how the race line kind of worked here. 8 to work with the 89 for a moment. Pushing the pusher again. This is dangerous. Trying to get any kind of speed out of this. Very close on that one. 89 right there. Any bobble in front of him, and Cam can go around here. 7 to the outside. 89 there. 7 to pull the draft at the 25. Nathan Biggert out front. A 10th. Jeremiah Burke in 2nd. Roberts is going to be in 3rd here, but Roberts, they were 4.3 back. Brad Dove having an issue. He's on the bottom of the race line. 5 laps to go. Here's what happened. Oof. Dove Farms LLC coming to pit road. The cars just tore up here. Bottom of the racetrack. Nathan Biggert on the back straightaway. 3.9. car pack here for Nathan Biggert, Jeremiah Burke. Dove. Reassuming the race line here. Gonna be up to speed. Gonna be in 7th. 4 laps to go. We get 3 this time by. Robert's in tow behind the 88. Stryker trying to do the best that he can here. Catch that driver up. But watch out. Colby Hartung leading him around here. The race for 3rd is on. 3 laps to go. Nathan Biggert needs Jeremiah Burke to push a little harder here. Jeremiah doesn't realize how much danger they're in as the 23 goes to the outside. 89 there as well. 8 gets to the back left quarter panel. The 89 almost turns him there. Having to check up out of the speed. 2 laps to go as Colby Hartung goes to 3rd. Cameron up into the wall. Turns to 69. Come on. Caution comes out. And a green-white checkered attempt coming up. Colby Hartung and company were flying. It had been a race to the finish. Caution. All right, here's what happened. 8 bumps the 89. Bumps the 89 again. Gets him free. Goes to the inside. Comes up. 7's there. That check up in speed. He's free. Gets into the 69. Robert Ham having an issue there. And they had the speed. They could have duked it out. I mean, they were catching him. They were catching him. Now Nathan Biggert catch up to the pace car here. Him out there running. Got to be aggressive. Jason Day will be your lucky dog. I do believe. Everybody short on fuel. Here's the chance. I don't know that you necessarily want to be the race leader right now. Cameron Dario will come in and get his fast repair, have another shot at this. Unfortunate. Nathan Lewell stays out. Roberge will come to pit road. He'll have another shot at this as well. Nathan Lewell become your race leader here. Jason Day will be your lucky dog. We'll have a couple of free pass cars here. I was going to say Day's your lucky dog. Michael Caffrey behind Nathan Lewell is going to keep a lot of drivers a lap down here. Stryker will get a lap back here as well. Dudley, another free pass car. But no more shots at it. There's only one attempt at a green-white checkered. Nathan Lewell, your regular season champion. Trying to do it again. They were playing catch-up, and they had the run. They had the drive. They had a great thing happening. And then all of a sudden, that whole thing became an issue. Wow. Dark Horizon Fishing gives you all of your cautions each and every week here for Signature Esports, who's a proud partner and sponsor of everything that we do here. Go to facebook.com/Dark Horizon Fishing. Book yourself a trip with them. One trip pays for the entire sponsorship of me every year. So go do that. Because I want him to be able to sponsor me for a lot longer. You know, my3-sons.com, giving you all the Cup Series action here. Playoffs are heating up, and if it weren't about drama, well, here it is now. They are getting ready to go. Green-white checkered attempt here for Chop Shop Racing Series. My 9-year-old wants a mod on Minecraft, so I had to stop there for a second. Apologies about that. It's all good, though. Alul, Biggert, Burke, Roberts, Dario, Hartung. Jason Day back here at the tail end of the field. He'll have a chance here as well. They just need a lap. Pace car dives in. Nathan Alul will take him to the start-restart zone here. And right now, Jeremiah Burke, he's going to have to get on it. They want that outside line to clear. 7:19. Restart zone out of the tri-oval. Green. Big shot coming from Roberts as well. He's on the back bumper of the 7. 19 to the outside. 73 there. High line working. Straightaway speed. 7 to the inside. 98 there. 23 to the bottom. 73-19. Big shove coming. Nathan Biggert, Jeremiah Burke on the high side. Burke blinks. Michael Caffrey in tow. Jeremiah Burke to the bottom. Burke to the lead. Nathan Alul to the bottom side. They're turning. Biggert wins. Cameron Dario will finish second. Colby Hartung will finish third. So Nathan Biggert getting the win here. The white flag lap, final under caution. They have to wait for the pace car here, and they just did not give themselves the setup for a finish here. They got themselves out of 3 into the tri-oval. Got too aggressive, got too greedy. So Nathan Biggert gets the victory here. Deserving as the pace car drives through them there. Xfinity Series. That's not Xfinity Series. It's Cup Series. Apologies about that, folks. I'm clicking buttons. Okay. There it is. Nathan Biggert across the start-finish line. Able to celebrate a victory here. We'll go back and take a look at what happened here. As the drivers cross the start-finish line. Here's the Bears having an issue here. They were, I don't know, some playoff drivers getting kind of knocked around here. Far chase. Kobe Hartung going to drive in the corner, big checkup. Oh, 98, big checkup for the 720. Oh, the 49 turns to 76 into the 98. Nobody lifting there. They're all full send. They all have this race line that they're trying to go. Here's what happened. Robert Dudley here, 52, check up on the inside. They're 3 wide. He comes up. He's in the 76, and just unfortunate circumstances for all the drivers there. And Nathan Biggert getting the victory. Here's your race results. Nathan Biggert, Cam Dario, Jeremiah Burke, your top 3. Kobe Hartung will finish 4th. Nathan Little 5th. Bears, Caffrey, Dudley, Strickland, Dove. That'll be your top 10. Pat Green, Jason Day, David Asuna, Culver, Redkin, Straightham, Salas. That'll be your 18 drivers and the way it is. Anticlimactic. I hate it whenever it ends under caution like that. It just doesn't make the race. Now, I'm happy for Nathan. Nathan drove a phenomenal race. Was able to control the line, had the lead, deserves the win. It's just anticlimactic when it comes to the end of the race, and it's unfortunate. It was setting up to be a banger before that, before the caution, prior to the green-white checkered. No reason to have to set it up. You kind of want to see a race go a specific way, and you know. I'm not saying I care about who wins. I care more about having a fun, exciting race at the end. And that's like popping the champagne cork and there's no foam. So Biggert will come around, give him a chance to celebrate here. Christopher Bears does a great job all race long as well. Bears had a shot to win this as well. Just unfortunate those things do happen. My3-Sons.com giving you a good look at the playoff race 1 today. Tomorrow we're going to be at Iowa. We're going to run 200 laps for the Xfinity Series. It's going to be a ton of fun. That'll be about 4 p.m. Eastern. Make sure you tune into that, folks, as Nathan Biggert will be able to celebrate here. Is he at gas? Out of gas. Sometimes you just, and this is kind of just my opinion, sometimes it's difficult to know that you just, I don't know, sometimes you want to see races go a specific way. Let's talk to Nate, though. Nate did a great job. Nathan Biggert, your race winner, getting out there, celebrating, just a way. You want to see the race go green. You want to see it happen. You had before that. Hold on, let me back since he's out there celebrating. I need to go to scenic view here. Sorry. You want to see a race kind of play out before the green white checker, that caution coming out, you had a good lead. You and Jeremiah kind of worked together there, just maintaining a gap. Big pack coming at you. Race to the finish. Kind of the drama unfolds. You get a green white checkered, and then what did you need at the end just to make sure that you had just a good restart? Tell me about kind of what your mindset was coming into that those final couple of laps.
Well, my major concern was, I didn't want the caution to begin with. Me and Jeremiah were out. We were good. I was so looking forward, just battling it out with him till the end. And of course, it's a plate race. It's gonna be a caution at the end because people are pushing. And so it came out, and so I decided to pit, get gas because I was gonna run out of gas. Well, after I come back out and we're gonna do that restart, I realized that I did not check to fill it up with gas. So I was worried I was gonna run out of gas, and that's why I didn't get to do a burnout. And Robert's just did one for me. That's what he was doing.
I thought I was wondering if you were out of fuel, and it's those things do happen. But hey, you didn't run out coming to the line.
That's right. I made it. I finished it when I needed to. I got around the last lap at least, but I think if we actually finished that last lap under green, I'd probably run out coming out of 4. Maybe would have made it. It was going to be really close. But man, what a race. I had a great time. I need to go back and watch the replay. Early on, I think I might have got into somebody, and I don't like to race like that. And it was definitely an accident if that happened. But definitely a solid run after that. 2 for 2 with these plate races and Chop Shop, winning these races. It's awesome.
Cup cars, a lot to handle, a lot to manage. But here's the big story here. It becomes a race down to the finish here with the playoffs going on, with all of the looking forward with races. Is it tough to? Would you rather start a playoff with a plate race, or would you rather end a round with a plate race?
Well, I guess before the race, I'd probably rather start the playoffs with it. That way, you know where you set. I'm actually really happy, that this was early on and I got the win. That's great, man. This is a great feeling. I'm excited. But if it's later on, it's so much luck what comes down to these plate races or restricted races. So if it's later on at like an elimination round, you're just so worried going into it. You just never know what's going to happen. So much of what you do is based on what everyone else wants to do and who wants to help you. And it's awesome to now be in the Chop Shop long enough to where, I got some friends and some people willing to work with me that know I'm a decent racer, and just we work together. It was awesome.
Third win of the season, man, and locking yourself into the next track. Congratulations on the victory here at Talladega Super Speedway. Nathan, give me shout outs, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Jason. I want to thank you. Signature Esports doing a broadcast is great, man. Got to thank the Chop Shop crew, John, Stryker, Mark's getting into helping out with them guys. So just appreciate everything they do for the league. Really enjoy racing with all these guys, man. Every week, I just have a great time. It's the highlight of my week. I got to thank the sponsor, my 3 sons, and got a shout out to my mom.
That's it. Nathan, congratulations once again. I look forward to seeing you next week. Where are we at? Now I have to look because I had it earlier. Oh, we're Road America.
Oh yeah, I like them road races too.
Get it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Nathan. Congratulations, full send. We'll see you next week, man.
Thank you. Have a good one, guys.
That's Nathan Biggert. He's in the 19. Let's talk to your P2 finisher here, drumming up all the business, trying to make himself. You're the only one out there that will push the pusher and kind of bitch you a little bit, but able to rebound, finish second here. Cam, tell me about today's race.
Well, first and foremost, I didn't mean to get into Stryker in a way that would wreck him. So let's all know that. Secondly, it was an awesome race. It was a lot of fun. Not a lot of wrecks, which is good. So how'd it look?
Chaotic.
Really?
Yeah.
It didn't seem like it was that bad.
Well,
But then again,
there was races going on
within the race,
all over the racetrack. I mean, there towards the end, whenever here was my big thing when I saw when it came to you getting into striker. It was that's when that second car has to check up. That's what happens, and when you're there, you're gonna push that guy, and you're gonna get there. That's why in iRacing you hear it all the time. Don't push the pusher. You hear Larry Mack in NASCAR say, "Don't push the pusher." But it was just unfortunate timing, unfortunate things. I know I try to play up the drama and I try to play it up like, that's the biggest thing that happened all race, but it really wasn't. It was just unfortunate. It was unfortunate for Stryker. It was unfortunate for you too, but there towards the tail end of that, you were with that second pack and you guys were hauling. I know that Nathan said that he and Jeremiah had a good, a good relative. They had a good gap there. But
we were coming.
10 laps ago was like 11 or 12 seconds. The distance when Hartug and all that group, whenever you picked up that group and were able to run with them, with 3 laps to go, you guys were within 3 seconds. So, the speed difference was 9-10 miles an hour, which is enough to catch on the super speedway. And then all of a sudden chaos breeds some chaos.
Yeah, I don't even know what happened there. I gotta look at that one.
I think it was just a little bit of everything.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Yeah. Now, easy go lap down here, but you guys were able to do it. Cam, you wear the number with pride, the old number 8. But I mean, today I kind of picked on you a little bit, but not in a bad way, not even really in a constructive way, but more in a
Kyle Busch kind of way.
Kinda, yeah. Today, I actually felt like I was calling a race for the old KB.
Yeah, well, it's the scheme, man. It's that that Kellogg's kickback. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do like that paint scheme. It's a pretty awesome paint scheme.
Yeah, shout out to the painter, man, because there's only one of these, so this is pretty cool.
And what's crazy is seeing Kyle switch over to that to the we're gonna talk shop here for a second. Do you like to switch over to RCR or from RCR to Childress?
Yeah, but I think that you're seeing it stall out like it would, like Childress does. So, I mean, I just like Kyle Busch. That's all it is. I mean, he's talented. He's a talented race car driver. He's an asshole, whatever, crybaby, whatever you want to call him. But he's really good at doing what he does. So
here's my thing. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's been times that I've disliked Kyle Busch, but I will never say I don't respect him. Because I mean, think about it. He's got over 200 wins across the NASCAR platform. That doesn't include dirt. Doesn't include anything off of that. Just in NASCAR, 200 wins, over 200 wins. And people call him a crybaby. I call him picky. He's very particular, and if something doesn't go right, he pinpoints it to the T on what happens. Whether it's him, whether it's the pit crew, whether it's his spotter. I mean, he lays it on the line, and I think that's the Kyle Busch that I think that he's getting away from. I kind of want that back because then you'll see him win more races.
Yeah, because right now he's kind of. I think it's just in the year one is really all it is, and then you'll see it'll progress depending on what he does. If he stays or if he goes, whatever happens.
I think he's still got I think he's still got a couple more years, and hopefully he doesn't retire. I mean, everybody's retiring right now. That's no good. But outside of that, that's the old Kyle Busch talk. Cam, coming into the playoffs here, working on that average, you deliver at the end of the playoffs, and that's kind of where you shine the best. I know that you're a great racer throughout the season, but I watched it in the Truck Series. We're watching it in the Xfinity Series. You kind of shine at the playoffs.
That's when you gotta focus. It's when I practice playoffs. It's like I'm lying. I don't. It's just because usually in the playoffs, it's the second time we go somewhere. You know what I mean? I've been racing around these guys. I kind of know what I have to do to get to the end of the race versus getting wrecked out or making my own mistakes, doing whatever I do. But I'm excited. I'm always excited. The trucks start next week, I think.
Tuesday. Yep.
Yeah,
Tuesday.
so I'm excited for that. That's gonna be fun. I don't know where we're racing tomorrow. Probably some.
Iowa.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I ought to get into practice mode so I can, so I can do something because, old boy's gonna be out there.
Yep.
Yeah, they're trying to win a race or something. So
trying to make sure that he keeps those points going forward. But
the only way we're gonna beat him is if we see, yeah. Yeah.
Or what is it now? They don't call it KB anymore. They call it
Chastain. I could definitely do that. Yeah. I could sit in there too hard. No problem. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's a whole nother ball of wax I don't even want to get into.
Well, if we talk to each other tomorrow, we'll get into it tomorrow because I'll probably end up, that'll be the discussion.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, Ross Chastain is, he's on my list of drivers that I'm keeping a close eye on when it comes to, what NASCAR does over the course of the next at least 5 weeks. So, but hey, you never know what's going to happen. Noah Gragson might get a shot back. I don't know. Kyle I think Kyle's a favorite this week to win too at Darlington. So we'll see how that goes. But Cam, give your shout outs, man. Congrats on the P2. It was kind of up and down. Had to use a fast repair. Saw what can happen with these racetracks. But P2 finish, good points night. Good for playoff standings. Once again, give your shout outs.
Yeah, it's a good day, and shout out to you putting it on Chop Shop for putting this all together and then having us all do this. Friends, family, the fans. Got to thank the fans for tuning in. Wouldn't have it without them. And all the drivers who come out, race us, and do what we do.
Kyle is he's a sport betting or the betting odds from Kyle Busch this weekend. Just so you know, 850 to 1.
Is that I don't bet. Is that good?
So normally the favorites are about 400 to 1. And then once you get to outside the top 10, it's up to 1,000 to 1.
So it would be be good, right?
Yeah, top 10 night, mate. Top 10 for Kyle Busch this weekend, just so you know. That's what they're predicting.
That's cool. I believe it.
Believe it too. Good. Unless something like last weekend. All right, Cam, be good, man. We'll talk to you later.
Yes, sir. Talk to you tomorrow.
He's going to be going for a victory at Iowa tomorrow. That's Cam Dario. He's a great driver. Tonight was literally me picking on him like that. Let's talk to Jeremiah Burksdale, getting the opportunity to talk to the 73, working with Nathan Biggert all night. You guys had a chance to try to snap a 1-2, even with the drivers that pack coming. What'd you think when that caution came out? I think that would be the big. Was that kind of like or was it maybe I got another shot at trying to take a win?
So here's the thing: I was half a lap short on gas. I was not going to make it. So the caution actually saved me. I wasn't going to make it. I was just trying to figure out how to get Nathan out as far as I could, and before the pack caught us, because I was trying to do the math and see if they would catch us when I ran out of gas with half a lap to go.
See, I was wondering. So they, I try to focus on fuel strategy on these races because these Cup cars out front, you're running out front, you burn a lot of fuel. But in the draft, you see these drivers that save, a lap or two of fuel. I didn't even know that was a factor coming down to it. So, it was interesting.
Yeah. So it all came down to that last pit stop. What happened? I think Chris was leading, and he couldn't make it as far as the rest of us. We needed to make one more lap to be good, and we couldn't do it. So we go in there, and I had the most gas that time. So when we pitted, I came out first, and then I led those 10 laps, and that's where I burned all my gas, and it was just trying to save from there. And then the pack kept getting smaller and smaller, so I'm using more and more to push where I couldn't ride like I had been all race long. So yeah, the caution coming out really saved me.
It's all about strategy, and we talk about this all the time, and folks don't. They think I'm full of crap sometimes, Jeremiah. People like to say, well, that line's going to work, this line's going to work. When I'm like, sometimes you just need to ride, sometimes you just need to be patient. And a lot of it has to do with the fact that you have to burn gas to do it. Even though it's virtual, it still matters.
Oh, yeah. It's, it kind of goes back to it. I wasn't aggressive all race, and you can see I didn't have any incident points. I literally rode for the entire time. I was going to race hard on that last lap, and then the caution came out. So we'll never know what could have been, but I'm happy to come out with the podium.
You know what? Coulda, shoulda, woulda. That's all right. Top 3 night, being able to get out here and pad some points here. That's a big factor too. You're working on some championship standings on your own when it comes to the Cup Series. The way that this can work out for you is that you could go into the next race, which is Road America, with a good helping of extra points to be part of the best of the rest, and you got a stage win.
All right. So yeah, we'll take it and move on to Road America. I love road courses, so I know there's a few other good guys in this league that are good at road courses. So I got some practice to do, but I'm gonna see what I can do to be the best of the rest. I know I finished missed some races with moving and whatnot, but I need to finish this season out strong and then start next one off with a bang.
Gonna run the trucks on Tuesday?
I'm gonna try. I think I have cheerleading with the girls. I think it's over, so we'll see if we can be here.
I like to hear it. Jeremiah, congratulations, P3 finish, my man. Good to talk to you again.
You too. It's been a while. I'm glad to be back up here.
Yeah, man. It's we try to showcase everybody, and every once in a while, we have to remind everybody that there's not just Andrew Payne, Nathan Alul, and Michael Strickland up there. There's a lot of good drivers in here, and a super speedway is a great way to showcase that as well, because you quite often on super speedways and road courses you get a different kind of a different lineup that finishes it off, and it's not just that 1.5 mile circuit, or it's not the Bristol Carnage, so you get a little bit of fun up here. But congratulations once again, man. P3 finish. Give a shout out. It's your turn.
Thank you, sir. I'd like shout out Striker Strickland for coming up here and telling me about the league and let me join and race when I can. And of course, my kids putting up with this. Albert Anderson, I'm sure he's out there watching on TV. My teammate in some of the other leagues I race, and everybody else that supports me through this whole hobby that's turned into whatever it is turned into.
It's been trust me, this was supposed to be just because.
Yeah.
This turned into my first race was a favor.
Yeah.
And then here we are 3 years later.
And I want to shout out Biggert too. He's working great with him today. It's good every once in a while you find somebody you can just push on and be pushed by, and it works out really well. Maybe
just a thought. You guys pull out some team stuff coming up when it comes to either new series or new seasons.
Looking forward to it.
Like it. Jeremiah, congratulations, P3 finish, man. We'll see you in your next race.
See you. Have a good one. I'll see you next time.
That's him. 73 comes home. P3 doing a great job, folks. I do what I can. Unfortunate day for Striker. That's gonna really, really hurt some points there. Even though there were only 18 drivers in today's race, 18 drivers is 18 position points, and to finish 9th when he was running, inside the top 3 for the majority of the race. Bad day for that. Roberge had a strong race as well, but did get a stage win, so that will help out. It's crazy. It's crazy. But remember, I care about the racing. I care about the way it looks. I care about the way it feels. And I say it was anticlimactic. Not really. I guess it got me in my feels, so it wasn't really anticlimactic. I was very much seeing things a little bit differently. But Nathan Biggert gets the first win of the playoffs, and is going to lock himself into the next round, into the round of 8. And these drivers are ready to go. Congratulations to Nathan. My3-Sons.com Cup Series in action. Tomorrow we're going to be back with the Xfinity Series here for the VIP Tire and Service Xfinity Series here at Chop Shop Racing. Good to see him. My name's Jason with Signature Esports. iRacing is the platform for sim racing. Check out all our VODs, videos, tutorials on YouTube. Make sure you go like, follow, subscribe on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. Follow me on Twitter at RealSigEsports. Go to SigEsports.com, hit that merch shop, get yourself some swag. Be good, be safe, be kind of one another, because you're not my friend. Make sure you donate to Mission 22 on our Twitch page. We love you. We'll see you in the next one.